First of all, for Hampton University, you talked about Malia Tate DeFreitas, two-time Player of the Year. Georgiana Gilbo will be the other guard. Kaylin Willis had a big game in the semifinals or quarterfinals yesterday. Areana Davis and Kayla Lupo. As far as David Six, he's the seventh-year head coach at Hampton University. April McRae, we spoke about her. Dana Brown, Kayla Green, Kenya Haley, and Courtney Powell are the starters for Terrell Robinson in his fourth year as the head man in Greensboro. This one about to get underway. Jackson, Erica Harriman, Mike Johnson are referees. Lupo jumping center with April McRae, and it's the Aggies coming out with the basketball to start this one. Dana Brown dumps it inside, and we have a turnover. Well, it must have touched one of the Hampton players before it went out of bounds. These two teams met only once during the regular season. Hampton won in Greensboro by 3, 55-52. Here's a three ball that falls immediately. They go into work. That is the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Dana Brown comes up with the big shot.
And an excellent screen by McRae.
DeFreitas on the line, stepped out, turnover Hampton.
Good defense. Force it to the sideline, to the baseline, cut her off. Excellent one-on-one effort.
Terrell Robinson, the coach of the Aggies. This is a team that actually regressed a little bit this year when it came to overall record, but the same record as they had during the regular season a year ago against conference opponents, 12-4. So two back-to-back years of 12-4. Hampton University, consequently, the regular season champs a year ago, but a little less in terms of the number of wins against conference opponents. They lost 5 conference games this year to finish 11-5. They came into the tournament as the number 3 seed. A&T came in as the number 2 seed. But Phil Cookman won it all. They were the outright regular season champs. But they got eliminated. That shot by Hampton doesn't go. Aggies rebound by Kenya Haley. This is Kayla Green working against Malia Tate DeFreitas. Pulls up for the jumper. No good. Back of the iron. Rebound, Hampton University. Coming up with it is Georgiana Gilbo. Davis, Areana Davis with the ball in her hands.
Forcing a way out, starting the offense. With 15 on the shot clock.
Kaylin Willis had 19 points in their only meeting this year. Shot clock down to 7. Wide open Lupo for the run. On the pass from Kaylin Willis. All tied at 2 apiece early on. Down the lane. No good for Dana Brown. Follow up. No good. Here comes DeFreitas. Tate DeFreitas, and she'll go to the line for 2. Malia Tate DeFreitas, Jr. out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She was a rookie of the year at her freshman year. As you look at David Six in his 7th year, 3-time coach of the year. Graduate of Hampton, winning as coach since the school went Division I. Of course, they were very, very successful as a Division II school under James Sweat. Had some great players back then. Sweat all-time winning as coach at 82%. Six came to the area of Hampton as a member of the United States Air Force. In fact, played baseball at Langley. Started coaching as a volunteer assistant at Hampton High. And you know a little bit about it. You had to play against him, or did you?
Well, our teams were ranked 1 and 2 in the state of Virginia some years ago. And we never played them, but he had an outstanding team at Hampton High School.
Inside. Nice move for the Aggies. Tyler. April McRae working hard inside. It's all tied at 4-piece. Take the freebies off the glass. And you see, with moves like that, why she was a 2-time player of the year, made the all-rookie team.
Yeah, that's real talent right there. Off the dribble, nice touch.
Pass, not a good one. Intended down low for April McRae. There's Terrell Robinson on the other side. 4th year, was an assistant under Pat Bibbs when she was the head coach at North Carolina A&T. He was also an assistant 3 years at Virginia Commonwealth University. Quite a recruiter when he was there. In fact, April McRae was with him while he was at VCU. When he came here, she transferred over. Tate DeFreitas pulls up, puts it off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound, no good. Tate DeFreitas has it blocked by McRae. Tate DeFreitas stays with it.
Great effort.
Great effort by Hampton University, but there's an air ball off the hands of Kaylin Willis. Lupo, all those young ladies battling down low for that rebound. And what has been so far a low-scoring game, and a foul is going to be whistled against Hampton.
Yeah, 2 really tenacious defensive teams. You give up 2-3 second shots, so to any good team, you'll be in trouble. So they got lucky that time.
Courtney Powell checks out of the lineup. Story checks in for the Lady Aggies. So it goes off of the Lady Aggies, and it'll be Hampton University's ball.
Nice strong move by McRae from the elbow area.
Down the lane, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled against the Aggies of North Carolina A&T, which will send Kaylin Williams to the free throw line. Stepping in and picking up the foul is Quinsuela Story.
So important to rely on that second line of defense. When the penetration occurs out there, people need to be ready early to rotate and provide strong weak side help.
Willis, a 68% free throw shooter, made the all-rookie team this year out of Cass Tech in Detroit. Second one doesn't fall for her. McRae with the rebound. As a free throw shooting team, Hampton shooting about 64%. Ranked 7th in the conference from the charity stripe. 5:10 remaining first quarter. The winner goes on to the championship game tomorrow as we get a baseline jumper by Lupo.
Good penetrating and kick play to the baseline shooter.
Hampton with a 4-point advantage right now. And a foul is going to go against April McRae as the shortest young lady on the floor was grabbing that rebound. That's Kaylin Willis, listed as 5'3". An all-rookie team. 8-4 is our score here. Aggies down by 4, the number 2 seed against the number 3. During the regular season, Hampton beat the Aggies in Greensboro 55-52. Down the lane is Gilbo. Lupo gets it back out to the freshman. Tate DeFreitas. She'll pull up for the jumper. Off the back of the iron. Battle for the loose ball comes down the hands of the Aggies. That jumper doesn't fall for Christina Carter. Gilbo. 4 minutes to go. Tate DeFreitas hits the big three. Shooting 32% from three-point range this year. 10th in the conference in that department.
Real quick release, too, Charlie. It's an excellent shot. They need to stay at home on her and not help on the dribble penetration.
Jumper this side by Nazario, and that's good. Adrian Nazario in the lineup for Terrell Robinson and the Lady Aggies of North Carolina A&T. 5-point ball game, 11-6. This Hampton University team started the season unlike no other for David Six since he's been there. They were 0-7 to start the year, but now they played some tough teams. They played Iowa State, they played Washington State, they played Oregon, they played UTEP, they played Texas, they played James Madison, they played Drexel, they played South Carolina. I mean, John Staley's team. So they played some tough teams to get the season started. But then right after that, they won one, and then they lost two more. But they went on a 6-game winning streak from mid to the end of January and ended the season, though, on a down note, kind of, when they lost their last two regular season games, one to Delaware State, one at Norfolk State, and that loss to Delaware State was at home in their gym.
Yeah, a little bit of a down year, as you said. You know, the non-conference schedule highlighted by the #2 team in the country, South Carolina. That'll get you ready. Wide open.
Tate DeFreitas can't get it to fall, gets the follow-up, puts it back up, off the back of the iron. Sale is in the lineup. Michaela Sale for Coach David Six. 2.5 to go, 2:35 to be exact, before the end of the first quarter. Bounce pass on the floor. Gilbo with the shot, no good. Nazario working against Gilbo. Whitney Martin has it taken away.
Nice.
Tate DeFreitas goes the length of the floor, puts it off the glass for two.
She can score in a variety of ways, Charlie, off the defense, penetration, three-point shots, offensive rebounds. See why she's 14th in the country in scoring.
First in the conference, second in steals. Does a pretty good job on the defensive side. Averages 2.6 steals a ball game. And here's a three ball that falls for Dana Brown. Dana Brown, grad school student out of Willow Springs, North Carolina. Third team all-conference selection, Dana Brown is.
Trying to draw a foul there. Tough shot. Transition, though. We got to get back.
Tate DeFreitas buries the three. Can't leave her open.
Yeah, if you miss, can't hang your head. You got to sprint back and match up.
7-point lead for the Lady Pirates in this one. They were picked, that is, to finish second in the preseason poll. They actually finished third, while the Aggies of North Carolina A&T were picked to finish first in the preseason poll and came in as the #2 seed going into the tournament.
Two high-quality programs and excellent teams, great coaches, a lot of tradition out on the floor, and these players have really prepared hard to have this opportunity to compete for a championship. Should be a great fight all the way through tonight.
The Aggies lost a young lady by the name of Ebony Ross, a 6'3" center, and Debbie Smith, a guard from last year's squad that was very instrumental in the success that they had. Hampton actually went to the WNIT tournament last year and beat Drexel University in their first-round matchup before playing West Virginia, in which they lost to them, and they ended the season 19-13.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a game in Morgantown, and the Mountaineers had a good squad last year. It's interesting, the next time Hampton's on defense, we're going to see how they are playing the side pick and roll. I think it's a good scheme to eliminate dribble penetration to the middle.
Lupo setting a screen up high. Down the lane, the push back to Gilbo. Gilbo's shot bounces around, follow up. Areana Davis with the follow. And the lead by 9 as we start the second quarter here. Malia Tate DeFreitas with 12 points in that first quarter alone. 12 of her team's 18 points. One-man wrecking crew, huh? Or one-lady wrecking crew.
Yeah, and she's got a sidekick that's doing a great job, too. The point guard, Miss Willis. Just
Kaylin Willis, freshman out of Detroit, all-rookie selection.
Yeah, penetrating, opening people up for nice baseline shots or kick-out threes.
Willis drives, gives off to Gilbo. Gilbo driving in, tried to bounce it down low to Lupo. Back to Gilbo. Areana Davis has it knocked away. One of the Aggie players lost her shoe underneath. That's Courtney Powell. Down the lane, Tate DeFreitas has it knocked away. Powell has it in her hands. Now here come the Aggies running into the corner.
Double down on the big girl.
And there's a 3-ball that falls. They need that. Christina Carter.
Good job by McRae recognizing the double team on her and finding the open player for the 3-shot.
33% Carter shooting, came in the season ranked 8th all-time in assists, but hit a big 3 that time. Willis.
That's what she does.
Gilbo. And McRae with the rebound on the defensive board. Travel is the call and a turnover as Kayla Green shuffled her feet. So you cannot afford to make those type of mistakes if you're the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. They've turned the ball over 4 times already.
Had a nice push here, an open person in the corner, but she just hesitated and got the traveling call.
Areana Davis driving into the middle. Puts it up. Rebound pulled down by Powell. Courtney Powell with the defensive rebound. Knocked away. Are they going to call a foul on Lupo? And another foul is called. Quick whistle against Hampton University.
Nice setup here. Strong quick move.
Yeah, they catch Willis.
Oh.
They can retrieve it in the backcourt on the throw in.
Here's a double on ball screen, but they
Kayla Green. April McRae way out from the basket. Setting up a high screen. And a foul is going to be whistled. And it's going to go against the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. Courtney Powell picks it up. That's their 4th team foul against North Carolina A&T. 18-12 is our score. This A&T team started, we were talking about 0-7 for Hampton starting the season. They started 0-4. They played Navy. They played Duquesne. Duquesne had a pretty good player on their team.
And a good team this year.
Good team.
Overall.
Yeah, they did, really did. And but after that 0-4 start, they won 4 of the next 6 as April McRae came across with a big block that time of Lupo.
It's what you want your post player to do. Excellent. Nice hands. Avoided contact with the body. Shot clock's going down.
Gilbo. Willis missed everything. Shot clock violation. It'll be the Lady Aggies ball. They won 4 of the next 6 after that 0-4 start. And actually, they had the momentum coming into the tournament, winning 12 of their last 15, including 6 in a row. And that's what you want to do.
That's right. Those are good numbers. And it'll be interesting to see, okay, they've changed their offense up now. Running some dribble handoff and some slice moves and going through the post. One-on-one ISO.
Nice.
Yeah.
April McRae inside.
That's money, Charlie. If she doesn't get double teamed, she's going to have a good chance to put it in the hole to get 2 or 3.
Tate DeFreitas, nice crossover move. Goes baseline. No whistle.
Tate, get a run out here.
In the corner. 3-ball. And it drops dead by Dana Brown.
Excellent.
1-point ball game. 18-17. David 6 wants a timeout. Tate DeFreitas over. Hampton led by 9 after 1, but it's since that time it's been a pretty good run. 8-0 to start the second quarter. Tate DeFreitas, though, ends that drought for the Hampton Pirates with that basket.
Out of the timeout, you know where the ball's going to go, to your best player.
Willis into the front court now. Nice bounce pass, and Lupo wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, Lou.
And you're talking about Dana Brown and putting those points up. She has 8 points in the ball game of 2 threes, 2 for 2 from 3-point range, and she's equaled what she did in the first game that they played against Florida A&M. She only had 8 points in that contest, and Lupo picks up the foul.
Yeah, Charlie, you know, it's important that Dana, the great outside shooter that she is, if she sets up on the same side that McRae is posting on, then hopefully you can eliminate that double team and let her go one-on-one. If they double, then she'll be open for the 3-ball.
There's a steal by Tate DeFreitas. Long pass, too long, and she makes it to make you pay. She will do that. 5-point ball game now, just that quickly. It was a 1-point ball game a moment ago.
Yeah, she had 12 in the first quarter, now 4 points in the last 45 seconds. See, they're forcing the ball down. A lot of people call it icing or down. Eliminating the use of the side pick and roll. It's a good defensive scheme. A&T may have to change their offense a little bit.
This foul's on Willis. Her second personal foul. Long inbounds pass this time. They get it right. Kayla Green has it. Gets a screen. Goes to the baseline. It won't fall for her. Offensive putback. No good. Still going after it. And finally a whistle that will send Courtney Powell to the free throw line. Courtney staying after it inside.
A lot of white shirts around the basket there. Hampton needs to be careful and make sure they block out. Good effort there. Second effort again.
Powell, a grad student from Youngstown, Ohio. Dana Brown is also a grad student. Went to Enloe High down in the Raleigh area. Dana Brown, a third-team all-conference selection. April McRae, a second team. And Courtney Powell, this young lady, started her college career at Memphis.
Yeah, that's a big front line that A&T has in it right now. 6'1", 6'1", 6'3". So you can see how they can have that kind of dominance on the offensive glass.
Had a double-double this year against Savannah State, talking about Courtney Powell. Meanwhile, Hampton University with the 5-point advantage right now. Tate DeFreitas' shot is short. Kayla Green into the front court, working against Gilbo. April McRae shot goes in and out.
I love it. Big girl trailing, jump shot, didn't hesitate.
Offensive foul on Tate DeFreitas.
A lot of emotion.
That's her first foul. Player control. Going inside.
Comes over, good position.
Defense by April McRae standing in there and taking that charge.
So again, we've talked about the importance of a shot blocker. We've seen McRae make an excellent weak side help block, and now she steps in and uses good position and takes the charge. So she's active in there. And she can shoot that jump shot facing up. It'll go in. That looked good.
Here comes Kayla Green working against Gilbo. Man-to-man looks like for Hampton University defensively. Whitney Martin, April McRae, no good. Gilbo with the rebound. Two officials were unable to determine who it went off of, so they asked for help from the third, and it's going to be A&T retaining possession. April McRae will inbound it.
Nice little flex cut in the duck in.
Kayla Green, nice move in the paint.
Very nice offense out of the baseline out of bounds play.
22-19 our score, 3:40 remaining. First half of play here from the Scope in Norfolk. It's a semifinal action for the women of the MEAC. Willis' shot is short. Saved inbounds, and DeFreitas comes up with it. Gilbo drives in the lane too hard. Battle for the rebound. Here come the Lady Aggies.
Way to stop the ball. Nice job.
Deep in the corner. Kayla Green misses the baseline jumper. But April McRae is right there and looks like she's going to go to the line for two.
Strong slashing move from the corner. Help came over. McRae fouled the shot and did a good job collecting that rebound.
McRae 4 points tonight so far. First free throw attempt, and it's good. McRae also has 3 rebounds. Powell with 4 rebounds. For Hampton University, Tate DeFreitas 16 points, 4 rebounds. Sale has 4 rebounds, but has not scored.
It's the kind of game we expected, Charlie. 2-point game.
Second one no good. Offensive board. Back to McRae. They'll start it all over again. Nazario with the ball in her hands. Under 3 minutes to go before halftime.
A lot of dribbling. There you go.
McRae inside. Nice move.
Finally a nice high on ball screen. Help came and McRae presented herself.
All tied at 22. Only the second time it's been tied. It was tied at 2. And now the Aggies aggressive on the defensive board. Kayla Green reverses it back out to Nazario. Here's McRae for 2.
There it is, Charlie. That trail post.
Aggies take the lead for the second time today. They led it 2-0, and now they lead it 24-22. Scoop shot, no good. They're going to call this an offensive foul, and they're going to whistle it against Michaela Sale. Let's look at it once again. Sale.
She tries to collect herself, but gets that left shoulder right into the chest of the defender. It's a good call.
So she comes out. She's replaced in the lineup by Christine Rose, senior out of Miramar, Florida. There's Sale, sophomore from Hampton University. Hampton High is where she hailed from.
Nice run by the Aggies here, getting this 2-point lead.
Kayla Green.
Nice fade.
That one didn't fall. Could have brought the house down with that one.
Yeah, that was good execution. They're running good sets, Charlie. And they're diversifying.
1.5 to go before the break. Tate DeFreitas baseline, and she's going to go to the line for 2. So charge the foul to Kenya Haley.
Yeah. Weak side help has to come a little early because she's really aggressive as she should be because she's a talented offensive player. So you can't wait for her to get into her shot. You've got to rotate her early. In fact, pre-rotate. So she sees you there when she starts to make her move.
16, make that 17 points for the player of the year in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, the MEAC. 3 for 3 at the free throw line so far tonight for her. Missed a second one. It's a 1-point ball game, 24-23. Tried to pass it inside, but nobody was home. But Tate DeFreitas took it from a defensive side, and she'll go to the line once again.
Okay, she comes downhill on a turnover. She knows how to get in there, create contact, and get that shot up.
Back at the free throw line with 17 points, 3 for 4, missed the last one, and now she's 4 for 5 at the stripe. She also has 4 rebounds. Sale, who has 5 rebounds, hadn't scored, but is on the bench right now with 3 personal fouls. This Hampton University team has had more players foul out of a game than any other team in the conference this year, 31. Almost twice as many as their closest opponent, which was Coppin, who had 20 foul outs during the season.
Wow. Well, they're going to get after it defensively, and if they don't foul you, they'll make you turn it over sometimes. This is evidenced by the fact that they lead the league in forced turnovers, 20 a game.
Kayla couldn't get that one to fall. Kayla Green put it up off the glass, but it wouldn't go. Willis inside. She'll go to the line. No, they're going to call a charge. So that's Willis' 3rd foul on her for the point guard.
That's one of the few mistakes she's made. She's normally gotten inside and made the good choice of whether to go all the way to the basket, get a floater, or kick out to someone.
Shot clock and game clock about a 16-second difference. That should have been a charge of some sort. Kayla Green turnaround, misses everything. And it's going to stay on the Aggies' end. April McRae comes back into the Aggie lineup.
5 seconds on the shot clock, so you need to run a really high yield baseline out of bounds play here.
He's bringing in all the trees.
Yeah.
He noticed for this offensive possession.
Yeah.
I think there's only one player on the Aggie team that's there. That's April McRae.
Nice move. Nice move.
26-23.
Great footwork.
3-point lead by the Lady Aggies. Under 10 seconds to go. DeFreitas pulls up short. They gave it up. Oh, what a way to give up 2 points. Right at the buzzer. You had the ball, that is the Aggies, and they turn it over. And 1-point advantage over North Carolina A&T. The Aggies with the ball right now. Kayla Green running the offense for Coach Darryl Robinson. Darryl Robinson is a graduate of North Carolina A&T and served as an assistant there before taking over as the head man. Screen from McRae. Dana Brown drives to the rack, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line.
Nice job on the first possession there. Real strong post up by McRae. She didn't get anything, and then set an excellent screen, as you just said, Charlie. She gets into the paint.
It looks like Lupo picked up the foul. That'll send Dana Brown to the line. Tied the ball game with that free throw. Dana Brown spent a year at UNC Wilmington before transferring, and she's already graduated, has her degree in sports and science fitness. McRae gives her team a 1-point advantage, 28-27.
Brown had a good first half, hitting those 2 threes. Here we go with a 1-3-1 zone down by the Aggies.
Gilbo in the corner. And this young lady, Areana Davis, has done a pretty good job. She hit that big buzzer beater just before halftime. Areana Davis with that basket, senior out of Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Nice pass.
And they're going to call the foul inside on Michaela Sale. That's 4, I believe, on her. It is. Remember, we talked in the first half about the fact that this Hampton team has had more players foul out than any other team in the conference.
Yeah, and as tough as April McRae was posting up there needed to be better pressure on the ball, because she gets it down low and gets good early ducking in position. She's tough to handle.
So Sales on the bench with 4 fouls.
Got a switch.
Dana Brown. Kayla Green looking, gets a screen, goes down the lane and loses it off her hands. Nobody touched it from the defensive side. So each team has scored a field goal here in the second half. We played a minute and a half.
Aggies changing their defense from the 1-3-1 down to the 2-3.
Gilbo against Green. Willis, shot clock at 3 seconds. She just throws it up, and they're going to go to the free throw line. Well, they're not. They're not calling it a shooting foul.
And the Aggies weren't ready.
They sure weren't ready, and Willis made them pay. Kaylin Willis, a freshman, all-rookie team out of Detroit, Michigan, hits the big 3. And it's a 4-point Hampton lead.
Great job on defense. Great job.
There's Gilbo, Georgiana Gilbo, junior out of Woodson High in D.C. You know, they've had some great women's programs at Woodson High in the nation's capital.
Absolutely. And she knows how to play defense. She's not letting the point guard come back across the court. She's keeping it on one side and forcing it down. So that's excellent position, individual defense.
As you look at Terrell Robinson, 4th year as the head man of the women's program. In fact, one of his assistant coaches, Jaleesa Sands, is a young lady who also played there at North Carolina A&T, was recruited by the coach. And there was another young lady that played there a few years ago that he brought in named Tawana Cook, who scored over 1,000 points when she was there. One thing when you look at this Aggie team, because of the number of tall players on the team, you look at their roster, and you look at Kayla Green, who's 5'9", Haley is 6'1", Powell 6'1", McRae 6'3". You have Tyler, who's 6'2", Story, who's 6'1", Ford 6'2". They have a lot of trees. Yeah, I don't know if they're oaks or elms, but they're growing them, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest teams in the league, and they play well together too. Again, early on we had a 6'1", 6'1", 6'3" combination. Look at this.
McRae looked like she walked a little bit in there, but here's Willis with the rebound. Shortest lady on the floor comes out of the crowd with it into the front court, and we get a foul, offensive foul. Must have been somebody had a moving pick going in there. And that's going to be whistled against Christine Rose. So Kayla Green comes back into the Aggie lineup. Haley goes to the sideline.
And that's your 5'9" combo 1-2 guard,
Right.
you know, Kayla Green.
Right. Young lady just went out. Haley is 6'1".
We'll cross screen to get April on the block.
Kayla Green's three doesn't fall. And again, Willis with the rebound. You believe the young lady how many rebounds she has at 5'3" in this contest? That's an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was
Tate DeFreeze
easy
stood
call.
there and took the charge. Kane
pushing it
from
in transition.
Rosario.
It's over penetration, out of control. Very often, again, when you get to that elbow area, you should make a decision whether you can go all the way or pull up and shoot it or kick it out to the shooter.
Baseline, no good. Carter, front court, puts it up, no good. Here come the Pirates. DeFreitas around Kayla Green, pulls up for the jumper, no good. Davis. Areana Davis with the rebound. And it's going to stay Hampton University ball.
Good work on the O boards. Could have been a foul there, but it's a play on. So April McCray needs to keep her hands up high. Use that length. 6'3" height of hers. Not come down, but she got away with it.
So the winner goes on to play Coppin State tomorrow in the championship game. Coppin came out victorious earlier tonight.
Tough.
Nice move. Kayla Green out high. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Blocking foul is going to be whistled against Areana Davis. So Davis picks up the foul. And that'll send Kayla Green to the free throw line. Yeah, she was moving.
She was late, yeah. But I tell you, you don't get anything easy on either end of the floor. I tell you, both teams really work ethic hard on defense.
David 6. Never happy. So that'll put Kayla Green at the charity stripe. She has 2 points. First free throw attempt for her today. She shoots 82% from the free throw line. Had 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block shot in their win over FAMU when they beat them 67-50. In fact, the Aggies just protected the ball pretty good in that game. Only had 8 turnovers. They have 11 so far here today. Kayla Green's second shot.
Good touch.
Makes them both.
The Pirates of Hampton forced 20 turnovers a game, so the Aggies had to take care of the ball. Nice follow.
Tate DeFreitas up, no good. She's fouled. She makes you play, doesn't she?
She keeps the pressure on you. You know, she takes good shots. She tries to slice and get to the bucket or pull up and shoot it, but if she misses it, she knows exactly where it's coming off, and she's to the ball quickly. Really good athlete. Good nose to the ball.
Had 15 points against Howard in their 64-58 victory in a quarterfinal action. Versus A&T, this team, Hampton, was 1 of 16 from three-point range. So far today, they're 3 of 6, doing pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of transition, good penetration by Willis, the point guard, and obviously Tate DeFreitas, multi-dimensional.
15 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. She did that against Howard.
Good post up again. Double team is early. Nice job.
Yeah. Areana Davis just picked up her 3rd personal foul. And again, remember, we talked about the fact that this is a team that has twice as many players fouled out of games this year as any other team in the conference. 31 times they've had players foul out.
It's like the old Detroit Pistons defense, right? You know, if you stay aggressive from tip off the buzzer, the referees sometimes stop calling it. Because they can call a foul on every play and the game would be horrible. So
Georgiana Gilbo out of Witzenheim, D.C. Started 18 games for the Lady Pirates this year, 13 a year ago. Only played 6 minutes when these two teams met earlier in the season. Didn't score any points or do anything in that contest, but playing very well here tonight for Coach David. Malia Tate DeFreitas at the free throw line. She has 22 points already. 6 of 8 at the charity stripe. She also has grabbed 5 rebounds. We were talking about Georgiana Gilbo as she misses this one. You know, young lady hasn't put a lot of points up. She has grabbed 4 rebounds today because they don't look for her to score. They look for her to be like a lightning rod for Malia Tate DeFreitas.
Right. Yeah, penetrator, sidekick who does a lot of dirty work, and I think the tempo is really important now for Hampton to increase like they had in the first half, because they're trying to get the power game here with April. A&T is. Okay.
They're going to call that on McRae going over the top. She went right over the top to try to get that one. And underneath of her was Christine Rose. So April McRae picks up the personal foul for the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. McRae with her 3rd personal foul. Rose at the free throw line. Both teams shooting 2 the rest of this quarter. We're in the 3rd quarter here at the Scope in Norfolk. It's semifinal action for the women. The winner takes on Coppin State tomorrow in the championship game. Of course, Coppin beat South Carolina State earlier this afternoon, and Rose hits a pair of free throws, and it's a 6-point advantage for the Lady Pirates.
You know, the shooting percentage is about equal, Charlie, at about 32, which again is reflective of just how tough it is to get a shot on either side of the floor for both of these teams.
The biggest lead Hampton enjoyed was in the first quarter. They led it by 9. And it's going to be Aggie ball. It's Christina Carter. Kayla Green gets a pick. Cut off.
Good block.
And good block by Areana Davis. Davis coming up with the big block. And a foul, which will send Janae James to the free throw line.
Excellent play on both ends of the floor by Davis. Tremendous block. Pushes it. Has some space for the 2-on-1 pass. Nice job.
So Dejanay Davis hadn't seen a lot of action, but she's in there. Senior out of Virginia Beach, went to Salem High down there in Virginia Beach. Has 10 points. in the tournament coming into today's game. No points for her today. 0 for 2 at the free throw line.
Nice denial defense.
In the corner. Short.
And here we go. Right back.
James. Player control.
Excellent transition defense. I thought she should have given it up on the 2-on-1 to take the freebies. And
well, let's look at it.
here we go. We're coming down to 2-on-1. Bounce pass to her. The defender does a nice job.
Yeah, I think she's still moving. That's a block.
You think so?
Yeah. First of all, she's in the restricted area, number 1. Plus, she's still moving. You know, so of course the crowd could see it on the jumbotron here, and of course David Six looked over at the supervising official, say, "All you do is look up there," but they're not going to change the call. They're not going to look up there and say, "I'm going to change my call." That's one thing replay does not do. You don't change foul calls.
No.
Once you call the foul, you call the foul.
But again, that's a tempo that Hampton needs, you know, feeding off of their defense, getting a turnover, getting out in transition and attacking the basket.
Tyler at the free throw line. Charnice Tyler out of Suitland High in District Heights, Maryland.
Sure neck of the woods, Charlie.
And she hits 1 of 2.
Good steal.
Ball taken away. Kayla Green inside. Across the floor. No good. Dejanay James goes inside this time. Count the basket. 3-point play. Possibly. Dejanay James coming on strong right now. Freshman out of Hartford, Connecticut. In fact, one of the famous alum from Hampton University, they went to the same high school. We're talking about Rick Mahorn. Rick Mahorn, a Hampton grad, and this Dejanay James went to the same high school as Rick Mahorn, Weaver High.
What a great player. What a great player Rick was in college and professional ranks. He's an outstanding coach as well.
This young lady at the free throw line, one of the top 10 guards in the state of Connecticut last year. In fact, her team went to the state championship her junior year with a 24-3 record.
Good ball up there.
Trying to complete the 3-point play. Dejanay James, and she does. Lead is 8 once again for the Lady Pirates of Hampton. Dana Brown picks up her dribble. Shot clock at 7 seconds now. Dana Brown is fouled as she started to make her move. And it's Rose picking up the foul. Christine Rose. That's her first. But we're shooting 2. At the line, Nazario. In and out for the 60% free throw shooter. Nazario with 2 points in the ball game so far. Make it 3. Terrell Robinson over there at North Carolina A&T helped Pat Bibbs resurrect this women's program at North Carolina A&T. In 2009, the team was seeded 14th in the NCAA tournament. In fact, he went 22-10 his first year as the head coach in Greensboro. So he's done some remarkable things there.
Yeah, Coach Pat Bibbs was a great coach. A lot of years down at Grambling.
In fact, I think the coach at Grambling this year was named the coach of the year. She had been at Hampton University, I believe, as an assistant some years back.
Okay.
Not Pat Bibbs, though.
No,
Pat's retired now.
Yeah. Okay, 5-point differential here with a minute to go. The Aggies need to finish this quarter on a positive note. Whoops.
Travel is the call. And we get a turnover on Nazario, the grad student out of Charleston, West Virginia. Preseason first-team all-conference selection, but nothing happened that way. They put 2 players on the all-conference team this year. That is North Carolina A&T. Dana Brown made the 3rd team. McRae made the 2nd team. Of course, Hampton has the player of the year, and Malia Tate DeFreitas and Kaylin Willis, all rookie squad. And Lupo made 3rd team all conference.
Wide open.
Underneath. And a foul. You got to make those. Can't miss the chip shots.
Yeah. Good recognition. Got the ball out of the trap. And it's the second pass out of the trap that's most important.
Did she hit her? That's interesting, huh? Well, it looked like she hit her. Tyler at the free throw line. Charnice Tyler, freshman. Missed both free throws. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. Under 15 seconds to go before the end of 3.
Good denial.
Tate DeFreitas. She'll put it up. It is short. And that's going to be the end of 3 here. 41-36 is the score. After 3 quarters of play here, we have 10 minutes of basketball left. A 5-point lead over the Lady Aggies of North Carolina A&T. The winner goes on to play Conference State in the MEAC Women's Championship tomorrow here at the Scope. In the meantime, the Aggies trying to overcome this deficit that has beset them all game long, as April McRae is going to the free throw line after the foul by Rose.
Yeah, April just came back in the lineup, went out in the 3rd quarter with those 3 fouls, but good isolation, low post position and drop step. Kind of shot it as she was turning. Needed to get a little bit more of her head around and sight the target.
A couple players on the bench for Hampton University with 4 personal fouls. We're talking about Kayla Sale and Kayla Lupo, as both free throws are made by April McRae to make it a 3-point ball game. 41-36. This is Gilbo with the ball. Back in the lineup is Willis for the Hampton Lady Pirates. She sat on the bench for a few minutes. She has 3 fouls on her, but you need her in the game. She's like the Energizer Bunny, isn't she?
She's a difference maker for sure.
That one goes in and comes out.
So open up other players, push transition.
Kayla Green to April McRae. Nice move. McRae running the lane, and she got rewarded.
Really impressed with McRae's ability, Charlie. And she does it on both ends of the floor. Block shots, runs the floor on offense, shoots elbow jump shots. And pretty tough on the block. She's a very good player. Deep post up again. Okay.
Rose covering her. Dana Brown is going to go to the line for 2. So Dana Brown trying to will her team back on top here in this fourth quarter in a 1-point ball game.
Really nice avoidance of contact for charging. Maybe she drew the contact enough to get the blocking call.
So Dana Brown's going to the free throw line for the Lady Aggies. Dana with 10 points. She's been perfect at the free throw line tonight, 2 for 2. Dana averaging 11 points a contest, third team all conference selection, fifth in the conference in free throw percentage at 75%. Had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist in their win over Florida A&M when they beat them 67 to 50 rather.
So they had one of the best inside-outside combos with Brown and McCray that I've seen in the league.
So we got a lane violation on Kayla Green. So it wasn't going to count anyhow, even though she had missed the free throw. But we are tied at 41.
Full court pressure. Looks like it's man. Now a little run and jump here.
This is James running the offense right now. Bounces it into the corner. Pull up for DeFreitas. No good. Battle for the loose ball, and it's going to be. It looked like it went off for Areana Davis. They shouldn't have reset the shot clock, or is that what they're. I'm not sure what they're talking about there, but anyway. Davis looked like the foot was on the line.
Things have a way of evening out.
Well, it didn't hurt him. Aggies with the ball. McCray for 2.
I'm telling you. Oh, she's fired up too, Charlie.
April McCray has given the Aggies a 2-point advantage with her 17th point of the night. They go with her 4 rebounds as Ariana Davis can't get it to fall. Had a clear shot along the baseline.
Keep it moving. Okay. Nice control.
Christina Carter down the lane. In the corner. Kayla Green, no good. Rebound by Hampton University Sale, who's playing with 4 fouls right now. Michaela Sale in the lineup, along with James, Gilbo, Areana Davis, and of course DeFreitas. And that foul is whistled against Kayla Green. Not a shooting foul. It's the 3rd team foul in this quarter, though, on the Aggies. Correction, that's the 1st team foul in this quarter on the Aggies. 2 fouls against Hampton. Take DeFreitas, going baseline. Puts it up. Yes.
Tough.
Tied at 43.
But they need good help when she gets the ball. She's too talented for one player to guard her.
April
and
McCray.
So
yes.
So is she.
Yes, she is tough.
The stars are showing up, Charlie.
McCray now with 21 points. DeFreitas with 25.
Hit her in the head. Okay. It may have been a 3. Let's see how many fouls. Nope, just 2. Okay.
That's going to be close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You see
when she initially shot it, I thought it was
Look, I was looking at her foot when we saw that replay. She has struggled a little bit at the free throw line today. The Fridas. 7 of 10 at the strike. Make it see what happens here. 25 points for her. Make it 26. 1 point ball game. 45-44.
Okay. Nice screen. Looking.
Dana Brown looking inside. Nothing there.
Double team. Good job, Hampton.
Haley gets the ball out. Dana Brown down the lane. Foul. And she'll go to the line for 2.
Good execution on both ends, Charlie. Both teams, rather.
So Tate DeFreitas picks up the foul. She stepped in. Yes, it's a good call. Little body check. Dana Brown going to the line for the Aggies.
And it all started with the double team by Hampton on McCray. She got it out, reversed it, and attacked the closeout.
Dana Brown 3 of 5 at the charity stripe today. 11 points so far for her. Third team all-conference selection makes 1 of 2. And the lead is 2. 46-44. David 6. Pleading his case to Roy Jackson, our referee. Gilbo in the front court. Willis is back in the lineup now. There's a good step in front and take away. Dana Brown into the front court. Gives off. Pull-up jumper is off the mark. Areana Davis with the rebound and the jump ball. Alternating possession arrow will favor the Aggies. Here's Areana Davis. Had the strong rebound but got tied up.
Yeah.
Right here. Kayla Green wouldn't fall for her.
Tough.
April.
Tough.
Boy, she sprint back down the floor, didn't she?
She's ready. It's going to be hard to handle in these last 5 minutes, Charlie.
Don't get the big girl mad, do you? 48-44, 4-point lead. Under 5 minutes to go, and we have a turnover for Hampton University. 4:49 to go. 4-point lead for the Lady Aggies. And the score, our top players in this game, Malia Tate DeFreitas, the player of the year with 26 points. April McRae, 1 shy of her season high of 24. She has 23 points going for her right now. And her team is leading by 4. A 12-3 run for the Lady Aggies here in the 4th quarter of this ball game. They trail by 6 going into the 4th quarter, and they've outscored Hampton University 12-3. And a blocking foul is going to be whistled against Areana Davis. Out of bounds play. That's only the 4th team foul against Hampton. The next one, the Aggies will be shooting 2.
A lot of excitement, Charlie. It's great to see the 2 best players on each team. You just step up because their teammates are looking for their leadership, and they're putting on quite a show.
McRae out high, being guarded by Areana Davis. McRae gets the ball back. Shoe drive down the lane. It won't fall for her, but I believe Davis will pick up another foul.
I love her confidence now. She thinks she can do it all, and she is doing it all.
Areana Davis just fouled out of the ball game. So for Areana Davis, that is the first time she's fouled out this year, considering all the people that have fouled out of ball games for this Hampton University squad.
And sorry, Charlie, she gave them a real lift. And keeping a lot of balls alive and good defense.
So 6 points, 5 rebounds, and she goes to the bench. April McRae makes it A 5-point lead for the Lady Aggies.
Look at McCray from the elbow. One dribble.
Areana Davis. She's a senior. Local kid, Virginia Beach, and it's a 6-point lead for the Aggies. 50-44. And it's been a 14-3 run.
Foul on the baseline.
Only the third team foul against the Aggies. She just had a career high. She has 25 points. She had 24 earlier this year, which was a career high. As Lupo gets inside. Remember, she's playing with 4 fouls. But 24 points earlier this year by McCray against North Dakota State.
Nice execution on the baseline, out of bounds play by Hampton.
Dana Brown shot doesn't go. Gets the rebound. And she's fouled as she started to make her move to the basket. And that foul is going to be whistled against Willis. And that's 4 on her. Kaylin Willis picks up her 4th. That'll send Dana Brown to the free throw line for 2. She makes the first. 3:45 the time remaining.
Brown's made some really tough free throws down the stretch here.
And she makes another. And it's a 6-point lead once again. 52-46. Tate DeFreitas for 3. No good. Rose with the rebound. Turnaround jumper good by Willis.
Tough. From Detroit. Showed her stuff on that move. That was nice.
Cass Tech. Kayla Green.
Nice cut. Oh.
Turnover. DeFreitas. She goes in. It's blocked. Jump ball, alternating possession arrow will favor the Pirates. McCray comes back in now. She has 4 personal fouls. Remember, she has 25 points. She has 5 rebounds. 9 of 14 from the field, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. But she is playing with 4 fouls. She has fouled out of 2 games already this season. Trying to deny the inbounds pass. Ball hits the floor. And a timeout is called by Hampton University.
Good defense by the Aggies that time against the same action on the baseline out of bounds play by Hampton.
30-second timeout called by the Pirates. Not with us today, Christy Winter-Scott, George Wallace, also a part of this telecast right now, along with Jim Lewis, Charlie Neal. We're courtside here with under 3 minutes to go. Tate DeFreitas down the lane, puts it up, no good. Battle for the loose ball, and we get an alternating possession arrow favoring the Aggies. Michaela Sale along with April McRae battling for that rebound. Sale will be charged with guarding McRae, and she's got her work cut out for her, don't you say?
And I just saw Coach Robinson catch McRae's eye and say, let's go to work, big girl. So we'll see where they go with the ball.
A little more height coming in. Chanel Green comes in for Hampton for defensive purposes, and she replaces Kylan Willis.
Okay.
Brown with the ball.
Nice cut. Oh, good hustle.
On the floor. And the alternating arrow will go back the ball to Hampton.
Nice defense on that backdoor cut. Actually got a little deflection there. And then 2 aggressive players going on the floor for the loose ball.
Here's Willis coming back in now. Green goes to the sideline.
Yeah, I think coach is going to play Willis a little offense and defense, perhaps with her 4 fouls. 2.5 to go.
Oh, we have a little injury timeout going. They're working on the arm of Michaela Sale. Willis down the lane, throws it up for two.
Wow.
Smallest player on the floor, and she makes him pay. 2-point ball game.
She's got a big heart, and there she goes again.
She lost it.
Tenacious player.
Freshman. That's why she made the all-rookie team.
Look how low she is. Hands, crossover. Got a piece of it.
She has 7 points so far. She also has 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. Playing defense. Guarding Christina Carter. And it's a turnover.
Pressure.
Little pressure.
Yeah.
Now let's see if they can tie this one up. The faces of the Hampton bench. Malia Tate DeFreitas running the offense right now. Drives down the lane. They want to have the ball in her hands. Guarded closely. Almost knocked away. Lupo comes up with it. Drives baseline. Goes up. And if the foul is on McCray, that's 5 on her.
And it is, yes. Smart play by Hampton. They got the isolation.
They call it on Kayla Green.
Oh.
I thought. Okay. No, they call it on McCray.
Here's the isolation play against McCray.
Yep.
Yeah, it's clear.
That is 5 on McCray.
Outstanding job. Outstanding game.
So McCray goes out with her season high of 25 points. She's in grad school. This could be her last game. But her team is leading by 2 with 1:46 to go. If they prevail, she'll live to play another day. Meanwhile, Lupo at the free throw line for Hampton University. She has 6 points. First free throw for her today. And that's no good. She's a 58% free throw shooter.
Brown will now become the top priority, in my opinion, for A&T.
And Kayla Green, you can't forget her. She can score also. She's averaging about 10 points per game. But McCray is a 13-point average player who's on the bench now. 3rd time this year she has fouled out. Second shot by Lupo is good, and it's a 1-point ball game. 52-51 with 1:43 to go. Dana Brown with the ball being guarded by, we're going to call a hand check foul.
Ooh.
And this is going to be whistled against Christina Carter, correction, Chanel Green rather, and that's going to put Dana Brown at the line.
Active hands. I thought this was pretty good. Yeah.
She got her.
She got her, yeah.
So now they're going to, Dana Brown at the free throw line. They're going to take Green out. Here comes Willis once again. The Energizer Bunny. She's going to come in and try to create some offense. Her and Malia Tate DeFreitas.
Clutch shooting. Dana Brown.
3-point ball game. 1:33 to go. Aggies on top. Winner plays Coppin in the championship tomorrow.
Okay. A soft pressure. Back to the zone. Deep 3.
No good. Dana Brown with the ball. Plenty of time though. Remember.
Layup. Oh. Here's the replay. Well, the one official, I think what made it even worse was one official was getting ready to call a charge.
And the other official came over and told him, no, that wasn't a charge. The person was moving. I think it had not been a discussion. It would even be a question, right?
Exactly.
Big free throw that time by Christina Carter, who's been quiet in this game in terms of point production. Only 3 points for her before that free throw. And these are the first free throws for her today. She has a pair.
The Aggies are tough from the free throw line, Charlie. Down the stretch, they're stretching this lead a little bit. Up to 5 now.
Willis almost lost it. It's blocked.
Take care of the ball, you're in good shape.
Dana Brown with it in her hands. They fouled her, and she's going to go back to the line. 52 seconds remaining. And the foul committed against Willis. So that's her 5th. And she's being replaced in the lineup by Dejanay James,
who's played a nice game as well.
Meanwhile, at the free throw line, Dana Brown. She's had ice water when it comes to shooting free throws today, hasn't she? She's 8 of 10 at the line, has 16 points. Her season high is 20. She did that against Howard. Second one is good. The lead is 7.
Nothing
with
but
54 seconds to go. 52 seconds.
Nice help defense.
This shot, Kayla Green is fouled in the backcourt. She'll shoot 2.
The Aggies can feel it, Charlie.
Kayla Green, 2 for 2 at the line today. Only 4 points, but it's been a steady rock for this team this afternoon. 59-51, an 8-point lead. And the Aggies 32 seconds away from going to the championship game. And the lead is 9, 60-51.
Really impressive team free throw shooting by the North Carolina A&T Aggies.
And a timeout after that basket, making it 60-53 by David Six. 20.
April McRae was fouled out, but she had a terrific game. Got a foul.
Dana Brown fouled. She'll go to the line once again. Rose picks up the foul for Hampton University. One of the things that I've noticed is the pressure that you normally see generated by defensive teams in this situation on inbounds plays have not seemingly affected this Aggie squad.
No, good offensive press offensive alignment by the coach. People have come to the ball, made good crisp passes. They've handled traps effectively, and they've done that on the back end.
That's right. 11 of 13 at the free throw line. 19 points for Dana Brown. 62-53. And is that a foul? How dumb is that?
Yeah.
You don't need that now. You don't want to stop the clock.
Not at all. No.
Malia Tate DeFreitas with her 27th point of the day.
She's had a strong game. Didn't shoot a great percentage, but nonetheless, just a very talented offensive player.
She was 8 of 31 from the field, but more importantly, she missed 4 free throws. She's missed 5. 8-point game, 62-54. The winner takes on Coppin tomorrow. And should things hold up the way they are now, as Rose fouls out of the ball game. We talked about all of the foul outs that people have had for this Hampton squad, and it continues to manifest itself in this contest.
Yeah, the Aggies again have played an excellent game. You know, succumbing sometimes to the pressure defense by Hampton, but overall they've acquitted themselves extremely well. That's the first missed free throw
in a while.
Yeah.
Three players have fouled out for Hampton. Lupo, Rose, and Willis. So one free throw was made. Still a 9-point ball game. 63-54 with 13 seconds to go. Malia Tate DeFreitas brings it into the front court. This is Gilbo. Charge. Defensive player standing right there.
Congratulations, A&T, going to the championship game.
That's going to do it. The Aggies of North Carolina A&T, congratulations. They're still dancing. Tara Robinson will